So, Arsenal disappointingly have lost today 1-0 at the London Stadium. Piss poor performances all over the park today, I must admit. But we'll get into that in a minute. The starting 11 for the game, no Ozil today, for tactical reasons again. I think it's pretty clear now that Unai Emery doesn't rate him, doesn't fancy him, doesn't want him in the side, especially in away games and especially against bigger teams at home as well. He's hardly featured, but I think it's fair to say that he don't rate him anymore. But he didn't start again. Also, who didn't start today was Torreira. Shocked by that one, if I'm being completely honest. The Ozil one I can get because it's been like that all season, but the Torreira one I was a little bit baffled by that. But having said that, I did say in my preview that he has been up and down recently, and he is only a kid. He's still only 22, and it's a new league. So maybe he was taking him out of the game to think, well, okay, let's give him a little bit of a break. Shocked Hector Bellerin never started. Really shocked. I know he's just come back from injury, but I was shocked he didn't start. I rate Maitland-Niles, but he's not a right wing back. He's not a right back. I would have much rather have Bellerin in that position because it's natural to him. But that's by the by. The team we had on that pitch today is good enough to beat West Ham United. The reason we didn't beat West Ham United is because firstly, we didn't match their work rate, and secondly, we gifted him a goal. It's as simple as that. If you don't match work rate, hunger and desire, it doesn't matter what team you're playing, you're always going to be up against it. And West Ham are no mugs either. Let's have it right here. Declan Rice is a top player by the looks of it. I haven't seen much of him this season, but he was rightly man of the match today. I thought he was fantastic for them. He scored their goal. Calamitous fuck up by us. Lacazette tracking back. Fair play to him. He was tracking Nasri all the way. But what is Xhaka doing? And I'm not going to sit here and slag Xhaka off. I don't need to do that. I've done that time and time again. What's the fucking point? At the end of the day, there's a lot of players here that ain't good enough for this football club. And these results are going to be up and down all season and possibly next season, depending on how many of these players are still here. So we've just got to take it as it is. Some of these players ain't good enough. We're going to have results like today. But what disappointed me the most was that there was so many players off the boil today. I mean, Aubameyang without the ball is just anonymous. What does he do? What does he actually do without the ball? Yes, he's a fantastic goal scorer and I love him dearly. I love him to bits. But what does he do when we ain't got the ball? You're playing with a passenger there. So sometimes I think we've got to drop him to the bench and start with Lacazette because Lacazette's the one that does track back. But that's just my opinion. But like I said, we were shocking and they were great. Declan Rice, man of the match, like I said, rightly so. Felipe Anderson was an absolute joy to watch today. I know it's against my team and I'm gutted that we lost, but he is somebody we have got to be seriously looking at in the summer. He is a top player. And they defended well. They nullified everything. They got in our faces and we had no answers to it today. What can we do? We move on to Chelsea, but one mention I do want to give, well, a couple actually, because I don't think all of our players were shocking today. I thought Iwobi was our standout player. I thought he kept going to the death. He was always trying to be positive, trying to take players on. Just didn't quite happen for him in terms of final ball. Although he did play a couple of good final balls in the first half. One for Lacazette for the chance he had, and a couple in the second half as well. But ultimately, it weren't enough today. Our backline, I thought actually done pretty well with 3 centre-backs. I know Mustafi went off. I thought first half he was our best centre-back. He was throwing himself into tackles. He was having the physical side of it. Second half, obviously, he went off. Tactical change to go to a 4 at the back. But after that, obviously, they chucked on Andy Carroll. I don't quite know why he was getting free kicks given for him when he's pulling Socrates' shirt and shit like that. It's just a dirty fuck, that Andy Carroll. I can't fucking stand him. But I'll tell you something, I wouldn't mind a player like that in our squad just to mix it up a little bit, because when Lacazette and Aubameyang don't work, we ain't got that type of player and it's a different option. But I'm not saying I want Andy Carroll at Arsenal Football Club, so don't even try that in the comments section. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of the game. I'm fucking disappointed. To me, that pissed me off more than the Southampton game, because at the Southampton game, we could make excuses for that. We had players out injured, makeshift defence, Koscielny had just come back. But today, we didn't have players out. Everyone was back. Obviously, we didn't play Ozil, didn't put him in the squad, but everyone's back other than Mickey. Ozil never started or got in the squad. Welbeck and Holding we know are done for the season. So that one's really hurt me, but it is what it is. We move on to the Chelsea game, and let's hope that in training our boys raise their game and we go again against Chelsea next Saturday. So subscribe, like, share. Thanks very much. I am now over 3,000 subscribers, which is unbelievable considering I was only on 2,148 hours, less than 48, 36 hours ago. So thanks very much. Over 1,000 subscribers nearly in the last 36 hours. Big up all the people replying. I'm trying to reply to you all, but you lot are mad. Anyway, don't forget, follow my Patreon. You can subscribe to that as well. The link will be in the description. And follow my Insta and my Twitter, LeeGunner82. I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.